about a week ago, I'm like, hey, Riley, what do you think about doing a Pokemon ZA review? And he's like, that sounds like a great idea. And I was like, so how far are you in the game? He's like, I'm about, rank U or some shit.
Yeah, I was like W or something.
I'm like, are you sure you're going to be able to beat this within a week? He's like, nah, it's going to be easy.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Do you know who I am? I'm the Pokemon guy. Excuse me, today, before you even started playing, where were you?
Dude, I woke up at 8 a.m. We went to the grocery store, get back, and I sat my ass down on that computer where my Switch is hooked up to and played for like 7 hours straight.
And what rank were you when you started?
Like W.
Oh,
like literally. I when we talked, I was W, and this morning I was W.
Oh, dude, sped run it. Did not read anything.
I didn't read any dialogue. Didn't. Most embarrassing is like all these try-hard, sweaty YouTubers have beaten this game like the first day it came out. Haven't even got past W until this morning.
And we're back on the Gain EXP Podcast episode. We actually find out this time it's 8.
We looked it up.
This is
and we always question what episode.
Why do we never decide to look it up beforehand? Anyways, this episode is special. You know why it's special?
Oh, I know why it's special.
Well, yeah, but do you know why it's special? It's special because we're covering something that honestly both of us have been looking forward to for God knows how long. If you haven't seen the freaking thumbnail and everything by now, we're covering ZA. But from the perspective of us two, we're longtime Pokemon fans. This guy made a whole entire channel about Pokemon.
It's true. And I have Pokemon tattoos.
Yeah, look at those things. Look at those things.
Yeah, so Pokemon's like a big thing. So
yeah, and it's the Pokemon Legends ZA. This is our personal reviews, pros, cons, recommendations, loves, not loves, characters, everything in between.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you haven't played Pokemon Legends ZA yet,
spoilers?
Click off and go play it or something. But yeah, we'll definitely be spoiling it. So
well, actually,
this might even be some spoilers for me.
It might be some spoilers. All right, let me give some story content here. This fucker here. A week ago, we're like, hey, you know what would be a great topic for a podcast? Which, by the way, if you haven't realized yet, we do have to plan these a little bit.
Yeah, we talk about it.
So about a week ago, I'm like, hey, Riley, what do you think about doing a Pokemon ZA review for people? Since we're both playing it. And he's like, that sounds like a great idea. And I was like, so how far are you in the game? He's like, I'm about, rank U or some shit.
Yeah, I was like W or something.
And then I'm like, are you sure you're going to be able to beat this within a week? He's like, nah, it's going to be easy.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Do you know who I am? I'm the Pokemon guy.
Yeah, I'll speed run it.
Excuse me, today, before you even started playing, where were you?
Dude, I woke up at 8 a.m. We went to the grocery store, get back at 10, and I sat my ass down on that computer where my Switch is hooked up to and played for like 7 hours straight.
And what rank were you when you started?
Like W.
Oh,
like literally. I when we talked, I was W, and this morning I was W.
Oh.
And then as of right now, I'm B, as in boy. So I've worked my way up in this world.
Dude, sped run it. Did not read anything.
I didn't read any dialogue.
Probably barely caught anything on the Wild Zone, the new one.
What's most embarrassing is like all these try-hard, sweaty YouTubers that make a living off of Pokemon have beaten this game like the first day it came out. And I arguably have, in some cases, more subscribers, less subscribers, whatever, doesn't matter. Haven't even got past W until this morning. So,
and it's another funny thing. We're doing this review, right? It's a review. This is a review of a game. And this man, I was like, hey, have you heard any of the music for the game? While I got here, and he was like, "Oh shit, I should turn this on."
I've been playing, dude. Oh my god, I've been playing without volume this whole time, dude. I freaking ran. Okay, you won't even believe it, bro. But I was playing without audio this whole time because I just was like playing like I don't know, like casually up until this point. I mean, I was on W, of course. I was playing casually, so I was like, whatever. I don't need to play the volume. I just catch shit, battle shit. It's how it goes. That's Pokemon. So I was playing Pokemon. I freaking scared away a shiny Pidgey because I didn't have the audio on. I loaded into my save file like 2 days ago because I'm just like, whatever, go battle shit. And I turned it on, turned left, walked down the staircase, And like I blinked because I was like, oh my God, that's a shiny Pidgey. But Pidgey's one of the ones that runs away. This motherfucker just flew away. And I tried resetting and it didn't respawn in the overworld. And I was like, oh, I should have been playing with audio, man.
Oh my God.
Mega Pidgeot fucking sucks, so it's all good.
Well, yeah, but okay. Anyways, we're
Yeah,
doing
no audio.
a review, a general review of Pokemon ZA, and we might have some spoilers, but I think if you're okay with this, we're gonna do kind of a review in the sense of should you play Pokemon ZA if you're a Pokemon fan? Is that good with you?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So starting off, I mean, I think obviously, let's start with something very important. As someone who is a Pokemon expert, especially since you made a whole channel with it, except for maybe ZA because you haven't finished it. Anyways,
I'm almost there. I mean, probably not, but I'm getting there.
did you like Legends Arceus?
I love Legends Arceus. It was
you like
actually
it,
one of my favorite games they released. Like at the moment of which they released it at that time, I was like, man, this is one of the best games they've released in a long time.
Yeah,
In a long time, like since X and Y
and
or Black and White, maybe. I don't know.
And can you explain? I think for anyone, what is the point of the Legends games?
Yeah, good question. So Pokemon Legends is an offshoot of the main Pokemon games, but they're still looped in and embedded into like the main series games. When it comes to lore, when it comes to battling, there's a lot of connections actually between Legends ZA I'm noticing, and like the head boss, like Liscara or something like that, the fire boss, like he's in there, and they tie it back to the original mainline game. So it's basically an offshoot, but they are more creative in these games. Instead of it just being like regular combat that you're used to, it's like more open world than it traditionally has been in the past. It's more like they have more fun with how they design the game and how you battle and how you collect things. So it's supposed to be like a creative, almost like homage to the main series games, and it builds on lore and all this stuff. So that's kind of the preface of it.
Yeah.
Is that a good description? I don't know.
No, I was just yeah, it is a good description. I'm just trying to. I think one thing that is important to know when we're doing a review and rating, because I actually don't know, is that what was this? Do you happen to know the direction and the reasoning why Nintendo or Game Freak was like, hey, let's make a offshoot game?
Well, and this is just my opinion, right? This is a speculative take.
Has it ever been noted why?
Not directly by the people who make the games.
Got
it's
it.
all speculative, and it's assumed based off of things that they may have said. But I mean, it really, when it comes down to it, is they made it because, in my opinion, the main games aren't that hard. Like they're pretty easy. Like Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, you basically run through them. Same story, same formula that's always worked for them, and they do it over and over again.
Yeah.
They make their money, they take all that to the bank, and they're good to go. But then I think like the fans kind of get bored of that after a while. Like if we just get Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6, and that's it, that there's nothing to really break it up. And I think it adds a little spice to the formula. So I think there's that element of it. And it also is more difficult than regular games. Legends Arceus was surprisingly more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Legends EA is more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So they add an element of like, this is more difficult. Like it's kind of like for adults, quote unquote, for older people. Because I think that's another complaint from the community is like X and Y, not Black and White. Black and White's the exception, but every mainline game is pretty easy.
Yeah.
But X and Y is like probably the most difficult one. Or was it Black and White? One of them was really hard. But
X and Y was really easy, wasn't it?
no, yeah, I meant Black and White. Black and White was the really hard one, but most of the time it's too easy, and people say that's too easy because it's for kids.
Yeah.
So this is like for the adults version. So those are my takes. That's why I think.
Yeah. I think one thing that is noticeable, Arceus was a lot more difficult of a game. I think so. And it was and because I added another game, it had a lot of more game mechanics to it. With ZA, and they made a very bold choice of making it all inside of Lumino City.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that was a good idea?
Do I think it was a good what? Oh, I mean, it wasn't good or bad. I think it just depended on how they executed on it. And
Yeah.
it didn't feel, I don't know. What do you think? Did it feel small?
It didn't feel small.
It did not?
I personally, so my personal opinion,
Yeah.
I actually thought it was a good idea.
You thought it was good. Okay.
Because I think what it did, while would be happy to see the rest of Luminos, I do think one thing it did show, and it never showed in a mainline game, was how big a city should be. It felt like it was one thing that I think a lot of games struggle with sometimes is making a city feel lived in. Luminos City, as much as the graphics didn't really follow, which we'll talk about later, felt lived in.
Okay.
It felt like there were people. It felt like there were Pokemon. It felt like it was lived in.
In my opinion, I feel like the way they did it was kind of a shortcut. Because if you think about like, even like let's get out of Pokemon for a second. If you think about like, I don't know, GTA or like any modern game,
Yeah.
the maps are ginormous. Like
Yeah.
a Battlefield 6 map is bigger than Lumio City is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like, and they didn't really do a great job at designing the city, in my opinion. So like, if they were going to do it, I would have wanted more from it in terms of like architecture and design. You know what it low-key gives me is Attack on Titan. Because if you think about it, like
the circle.
you're in like a big ass circle of
Yeah,
walls
yeah.
and stuff. I almost want to know, like, is this like a Attack on Titan? Like, this is somewhere that they never explored or something.
No.
That'd be awesome. But yeah, anyways, it gives me Attack on Titan vibes. But what I was gonna say is like, I think in the context of gaming, it's really small.
Yeah.
I think in terms of did it work, did it not work? I think it worked for what they were trying to go for, but it could have been bigger. Honestly, there could have been more.
I honestly think that it's with a Legends game. I think it would have been more interesting had they done. I think Legends, in my personal opinion, with how they decided the direction, I just personally didn't agree with. But for what the direction was, it was like it's okay, it was whatever, fine. I wish they did just keep going with the concept of exploring ancient versions of Pokemon.
Totally.
I think it would have been so cool to see, because there's so much Pokemon lore about these legendary Pokemon doing all this stuff. I do like the fact that it had references to Arceus with the museum and the stuff like that.
That was cool.
That was pretty cool.
Dude, that one quest, the side quest where you do the scatterbugs or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
the sputas, and there's the
Yeah.
one sitting on the armor. That shit actually kind of killed me.
No,
I'm
that
not
was kind
gonna
of funny. Yeah.
lie. But yeah, the lore is always attractive for the Pokemon Legends games. So if you're a fan of like the Pokemon lore, then I think you'll just generally be a fan of the game per se. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, if you liked Pokemon for other reasons, I feel like they kind of skimped out a little bit.
What do you think about the battle mechanic that they did?
Oh, that was pretty cool actually. Like
Yeah.
I'll give that to them. I think like I wasn't gonna like it, but it low-key was more challenging than like a regular fight, which I think
Okay.
was kind of the purpose. Like I think the regular 2-dimensional, like it's my turn, now it's your turn kind of fighting style.
Yeah.
It's been done so many times. You're just kind of like, okay, I could use something else. Like, why not? But yeah, I don't know. I liked it. Actually made it a little more challenging because you have to pay attention to your Pokemon, the enemy Pokemon, and yourself, like your own player, which I didn't think I would actually have to pay attention to my own player as much as I am. Like, what do you think about it?
I honestly think they should have. I liked it. Like you said, I think it was actually a good idea. I honestly think they should have went even farther with it and made it so that, when you're fighting the wild Pokemon, that you can get attacked.
Oh, like they should like be more aggressive or
They
something?
should have went. No, they should. I feel like they should have went full in on when you do a trainer battle, the trainer can attack you. Like
that would be
Pokemon,
cool.
The Pokemon can choose to attack you as a trainer.
That would be more realistic.
I think it would be more interesting. It would maybe not maybe for like a kid's game. Maybe okay, I get it. But at the same time, I do think it would make things a lot more interesting. But, and I feel like maybe you can explain this. I feel like in order to do that, they would have to polish their mechanics for battling a lot more.
They'd have to spend more time also like working through the AI and like
Oh my god.
the how the world interacts with you versus you interacting with the world. So,
Yeah.
There's I don't know.
There's a couple times where I'm not sure if this happened to you, where I would move and I would like be fucking inputting a goddamn move and it like wouldn't happen or like glitched or like they would.
Yeah. Or
maybe
your guy gets stuck on a rock or something like that.
I had one time where my fucking Starmie, my Mega Starmie, hydro pumped into a fucking fence.
Yeah. Dude, no, that happens to me all the time. Like Ice Beam gets fucking blocked by a light pole or some shit, and you're like, what the fuck? Like that's 1 pixel big. How does that blocking my Ice Beam?
Well, like
it's ridiculous sometimes.
I feel like that's okay if you had it where that part of like that equipment got destroyed when you
that'd be cool. Like environmental destruction,
environmental damage. I do like the addition of where the environmental moves, like the spikes and shit like that, like actually showed up, and where you stood there like hurt. I was like, oh, that's actually like, really cool.
The floating stone ones and stuff. Yeah, I agree actually. Like I feel like if there's anyone listening from the Pokemon team that's doing research or some shit, like I would say like it's a good direction, but it's not there yet.
Yeah.
Like I think it's cool in concept. It felt clunky. And there's a lot more there that needs to happen. It needs to be better.
Do you think just like, I mean, I agree in general. Like I saw some back-to-back with Pokemon Arceus, Legends of Arceus and Legends.
Dude, it's kind of like embarrassing, isn't it?
It's embarrassing. Dude, it's the fucking...
Legends was like so good.
It was
and
so
now you're like,
well...
damn, now maybe it really was that good because like this shit's like, no, it's just not as even close.
Yeah, like I don't know what was the graphic decision to... The fucking windows looked like it was drawn on by the fucking Looney Tune characters.
Dude, we literally just talked about in Hades how Hades, or our last episode, Hades 1, how they just took what worked and they just added a little bit more. They could have just done that.
They really could have. Like, I don't understand the graphical decision making where you released. I truly don't. Maybe Game Freak, you can tell me why. But I'm like I truly do not understand how you can make a worse graphical game on a better system, on a technologically better system, and Nintendo gave it to you.
Yeah, I literally like all you had to do was Control C, Control V, and then just maybe like you had to obviously change the environment and stuff like that. But yeah, I agree. Like Arceus was like a banger. It was probably, in my opinion, I was giving it like a 9 or maybe like 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It was really good. It's almost so good. I couldn't believe it at the time.
No, I couldn't either. I do honestly think Arceus might have been one of the best modern Pokemon game recently.
It's the best offshoot. Like, fuck all those clout chasers in the comments. They're going to tell us Pokemon Pinball was better. No, the best third-party Pokemon game ever created was Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Arceus. Those 2 games.
Not Mystery Dungeon?
Ooh, fuck me. Okay, top 3. I take that back. Take that back, actually. Okay, yeah, Mystery Dungeons, Arceus, probably top 2. And then Pokemon Snap was like so good, so good. But
it's so weird to me that like, how can you make, if you took, and this is the same problem I have with Scarlet and Violet, and I'm not sure if you agree with me with this, is that holy shit, it's Scarlet and Violet. And same with Pokemon ZA, and like they took a good idea. They literally took a genuinely
good
idea. They basically took if you pitched to me the story structure, the gameplay structure, the template, and everything for this game, I would say is a great fucking idea.
Yeah.
Doing the battles the way it is, doing a tournament arc it is, and maybe like some of the aspects where I'm like, okay, you know what, that still works. Every aspect of it pitched to me, I would say, you know what, that sounds like a fun game at the very least. And it's always the execution. It's like literally having your favorite basketball team go to the finals.
Shut up, bro.
Get 3 wins in a row.
3 superstars and everyone's hyped.
Three wins in a row, and then you drop it for 3 shots.
Sorry, I took that personally because I'm a Clippers fan. I didn't know if that's what you're trying to do, but that's literally what happens to us every year. So
like it's literally like that. You take a great idea, a great thing, and then you just drop it at the finish line.
No, yeah, it's I agree. Like, if you're going to put, in my opinion, that map was too small. We can disagree on that, right? But if that map was as small as it was, like you look at Arceus, that's a huge fucking map. And that's bigger than just Lumio City. So if you're going to condense it, give us something smaller, you're going to give us like the same amount of Pokemon and everything. Like, all I want you guys to do is do what you did last time, finish it, and then like at the very end, just all meet together one time and just be like, okay, so is there anything cool? Like, throw me good ideas on the ceiling and we'll see what sticks.
Yeah.
That's what I need you guys to do. make Lumio City like you did the Sinnoh region, and then all meet up at the very end when the game's done and just be like, okay, what are 3 or 4 features we can add that make this game like even better than the last one? That's all we want. That's all we want.
You know what's a crazy thing is that, we were talking about the graphics designs and everything, is that I heard,
What's
I'm
that?
not sure, I heard that that the original beta version of Pokemon ZA had all the graphics designs for the windows and everything, and all the buildings and everything looked a lot more polished.
Uh-huh.
And they said the reason they made it less graphically like that was it would lag the game completely.
Oh, like the Switch 2 wasn't good enough?
No, they said the game was lagging, which it doesn't make. Okay, sure, the Switch 2 is not as good as like a PS4, but it doesn't have PS5. It doesn't have to be. The fact that the Switch 2 can run Mario Odyssey, Bonanza, like Legends of Zelda, and those are all beautiful games.
Yeah.
Those are all beautiful done. How are you going to tell me that you can't blame the Switch 2 if they can run those games that are bigger, better, faster, like stronger, literally fucking Daft Punk'd you, and then you're telling me you can't make the buildings more graphically better?
They got Cyberpunk on Switch 2.
Exactly. They got Cyberpunk. They got Dark Souls and Elder Rings coming to Switch 2.
They've got fucking the epitome of all games that reached the height of graphics in Cyberpunk, and it's like Lumio City.
You can't like it boggles my fucking mind that you can't.
Yeah. I'm down to hear also, I'm down to just have like a shit fest on Pokemon Legends EA. But I will say too, and we can maybe talk about this in the second half, but have you seen the leaks for Gen 10 yet?
Oh, I have seen very little stuff. Very little stuff.
I'm just going to say, if the leaks are what they actually, if they're true, I actually think we have something to look forward to, but it's almost like a little too late, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, and it's hard for us to show on the screen. If you haven't looked it up, just look up Gen 10 leaks or something like that. But it looks pretty good moving forward. So we're going to give them the kudos because we've been shitting on for too long now. But I think they're going in a good direction, but they kind of flopped on this one. I think they could have like made this Arceus, but better.
Also,
they
didn't
do it.
Side note, the fucking box, the art box on it was absolute shit, by the way.
Oh, on the cover?
The cover box is absolute.
Oh,
Do we have a picture of it?
Yeah, it's back here. Look back there.
Oh
in
my
the
God.
box right there. You see it?
Where?
Up
Oh,
top.
yeah, I see it. I see it. This, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck, Pokemon? This doesn't look like does this look like any like opening? Like this is the cover. Where this doesn't look appealing.
This doesn't look. I don't know. You can have your hot take on that. I'm okay with it.
I'm not. Okay, so here's my thing, right?
What's up?
You put this and compare it to Scarlet Violet.
Oh, Legends Arceus. Arceus was better. I agree. Yeah,
this just
100%.
looks like the back art. This looks like this part should look like it's on the back.
Agreed.
That is like, what the fuck is this? Emma doesn't even have a fucking Lucario.
Yeah. Wait. She doesn't. You're right, huh?
She doesn't have a Lucario.
She has Mimi.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't even use Mimi, anyways.
Yeah. No. I don't care about it as much as you do, but I agree though that Legends EA's art was way better. I agree.
Or
like on the covers
Arceus.
Or Arceus.
Yeah.
Arceus
Okay. So I mean, I've been talking about the polish of the game because it bothers me as a Pokemon fan.
Right. It's you have to acknowledge it though.
You have to
talk
it.
about it. You have to take 10 minutes to shit on it. Everybody in the comments, go shit on Pokemon Legends EA art so we can move on from this.
Yeah, we'll talk about. I do think, with that being said, I do think there are pros to it, obviously, and we're gonna talk about it in a little bit. Talk about the pros and stuff like that, and story and everything. I just think that it's frustrating to me, and I probably would say you probably agree too, and maybe you can. I would love to hear your comment on this. Is that it's frustrating as a fan of a game of a series, and you see all these. And it's not just growing. They're growing and getting creative ideas. Genuinely ideas that I think as a kid, when you're playing Emerald and Diamond, you're imagining the Pokemon world. You see all these Pokemon running around you and you're playing it, right? That's how you imagine the game. And then now we have the technology to make it real.
Right. You have like literally Pal World. Pal World, I feel like gets closer to that than Pokemon does, which is crazy.
And Arceus is to me what I would have imagined as a kid.
Agreed.
Fantasized as a kid, running around an ancient in an ancient Pokemon like fantasy world.
100%.
It is literally what it would feel like, and they kind of run into the story, which is kind of funny. If you were isekai'd into the Pokemon world in ancient Pokemon, that is what it feels like, and that's what it should feel like. We have the ability to do that now.
And they basically have just done it with Arceus. Like, I'm just saying though, I agree though. Like, that's the closest they've ever gotten to what, and they're not dumb. Like, they know, they have that same vision in their head, just like me and you and everybody else watching. So they know what it is people want, but they're just not doing it. They're choosing not to do it, whether it's for resources, turnaround time, whatever, designing. Like, they're actively deciding not to do that. And you could say it would take too long, whatever. I'll wait 10 years between now and the next game if that's what it takes for us to get the perfect game. That's all I'm going to say.
I agree. And we're gonna go into the next topics, which is, I guess we're gonna go cover a little bit more of the characters and like maybe the pros. We've been shitting about things.
I think we should talk about. There are good things about the game.
There are good things. Good things. It's just like I said, it's a frustrating thing as a fan to see all these good ideas fall apart at the end.
Agreed.
We're back talking about and shitting. Oh no, we're not shitting on now anymore. But like we're trying to be positive.
Yeah, we have to be objectively fair.
Objectively fair.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the things that, as a Pokemon expert, I'm calling you the expert, Pokemon expert. What was the things that you thought they did well and they should continue doing, or you saw as a foundation for a good thing in the future?
Good question. Yeah. I think this is actually a good one to start on because I know you most likely feel the same way. I'm going to just throw it out there, but something I've talked about for forever is I feel like the thing that always gets better no matter what is the sound design and the music of Pokemon. It's the thing that always gets better every game. Mm-hmm. Like, it always gets better. I think the music from this game was better than Scarlet and Violet. I think somehow, and Scarlet and Violet has like some of the best music.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying you have to agree to that crazy level, but I feel like I've been on this talk track soapbox for a while of like every time the music gets better, and I feel like they delivered on that actually.
I saw a very funny comment. I wish I sent it to you, where it was showing by the way, where he is in the game. I forced him before we did this to play through the Jacynth's battle theme so that you could hear it.
It's actually really fucking cool, dude. It's like
electro
old
swing,
timey, and then it goes electro. Yeah, they have like
so fucking good.
A diverse genre, and you get all of the tastes in the tournament at the end.
Yeah,
or towards the end.
So fucking good. That's my favorite theme in the game.
Yeah, what, the music?
It's favorite theme in the game.
Oh, favorite theme? It's pretty good. Yeah, I like when you're traveling, when you're at night and you're just in the battle royale. They have a pretty cool song.
Oh yeah.
That song is like kind of relaxing, but it's really nice and it's just cool to like vibe out to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think sound design and maybe not sound design. I won't get that far. Like sound effects maybe aren't that great, but the music is good. So
what was really funny is I wish I sent this comment to you. I saw someone when I was like re-listening to the Jacynth's. I'm saying Jacynth's. It's all French. I basically played through the whole game with a French accent in my head.
And then what for, which one's the one with the Scottish accents? I think that's like Sword and Shield,
right?
Yeah. He's like Scottish or something. Oi, laddie.
Oi, laddie, you ready for a Pokemon battle?
I think that was Sword and Shield, yeah?
Yeah, it was Sword and Shield. Yeah. That's it. Hey, oui. You want to send out your Leon?
Dude, I love that they kind of like get into it, actually. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then Jacynth is like, Magnifique!
Magnifique!
We had this Pokemon battle! Dude, it was so beautiful. Yeah. Here's my fairy type because I'm pink.
Like, you actually are like, oh, I'm in France. You're always reminded. Yeah.
I love the so the comment I saw, just to say, was that on the Jason theme was like, one of the things was like, the day Pokemon's music falls off is when the Pokemon really is done.
Yeah. Dude, they just somehow do it. They must have like 50% of their budget goes to music and the other 50% goes to everything else.
Yeah. No, dude, there is great tracks in there. But what I was saying is that one of the funniest, my favorite memes that's been going around the Pokemon one, other than the Megastar me, is the ones where it's like it shows like a back and forth between like Pokemon Arceus, and it's like the Elden Ring, like it's a boss fight in Elden Ring. It's like what it's actually like in Pokemon is like Arceus is you like having an Elden Ring boss fight.
Yeah.
And the next one is just like either Lady Gaga or Trevor Wallace. Like, ah, yes, I am in France. Oui, oui. Vive le Paris.
Just a baguette PNG.
Yeah, it's just Baguette PNG. It's hilarious. I love those. It's fucking
It's
funny.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So you like the music then? You like
I do like the
Yeah.
music. I'm not sure it's my favorite, but I will say I do think they capture a lot of the fun of the music done really well. I liked a what's it called? I liked Jason's themes. I liked Tawny's theme, which you haven't got there yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
Tawny's
almost
battle
there.
theme's good.
I'm almost there.
The general like vibe of Paris is fun. By the way, I didn't realize this. I completely forgot about this.
What's up?
Our podcast theme, if you didn't know, I'm not sure if I ever told you this, is a lo-fi version of the shopping theme from
Oh, wait, from ZA?
for ZA X and Y. They kept it the same.
Oh, they did. Oh, I never even noticed that. I'll be honest. But that's pretty dope though. That is cool.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's a great one.
Huh. I never noticed that either. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. That's cool though. But
I remember you mentioned you really like the characters though.
oh yeah, no, that's like but that's what the thing I want to talk about next was like I think one thing they also did really well was character design. Like hold on. There we go. So one thing I really liked was character design because I feel like the designs like of the buildings and literally everything just sucks ass. It is so bad. But whoever was doing the characters, like whoever was like, oh, I'm going to make the main character look like this. I'm going to make their friends look like this. I'm going to make the bosses look like this. Like the general concept of the characters, I think the design aspect of that was impeccable. I'm kind of like, damn, they just threw me and everyone else like 30 characters that are all pretty dope. Like I feel like in Sword and Shield, you had like the friend group from that. Like I think back to like when it was not great. Like Sword and Shield was a good example of that. Like you had your main character and your friend was like the little girl with the pink shirt, the fat kid, and the blonde generic girl. And all of them are forgettable.
Was it X and Y?
Or that was with Score Bunny and no, not with Score. It was Sword and Shield. I'm
Was
pretty
it
sure.
Was it because I thought Sword and Shield was the emo chick and then the
Oh, emo chick, yeah. Marnie's pretty rememberable, but yeah, it was X and Y. So X and Y was a good example of it not being great.
This is proof that it is
Yeah,
not
I'm
memorable.
like mixing them all up, but
No, this is proof that it's not memorable.
it literally isn't. Like I'm like, dude, what are these characters? And even in Sun and Moon, I thought the characters were really bad. Like they're not memorable. So I think they did a really excellent job of doing like really strong characters that you're like, oh my God, I love this character's personality. I love that the characters are like not always happy and bubbly and always supportive. Sometimes they're assholes. Sometimes they're like pretty cool. Sometimes they don't give a fuck. Like they're actually kind of like diverse.
I do think that the designs are better and
What's up?
they really I'm gonna be honest with you, Pokemon, I know I can see you. I know you know that you made this for an older audience because of the designs of some of the women. Holy shit. For sure, you 100%. Don't even fucking lie, Pokemon. I know you.
Yeah.
I can see you was like you design the way you designed Canary. Come the fuck on, dog.
Yeah,
and then Emma.
They made like 2 hot chicks for all the fan service.
Yeah,
basically.
then the design of Emma. I mean, come on, dude.
But I will say though, it's not all Gunnar content.
It's definitely not.
What's her face? The girl you're talking about, the pink girl,
Jacinth.
Jacinth or
Jacinth.
her character is so cool. She's one of the coolest characters I've seen in a Pokemon game in forever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know like what it is, but like just her design is really cool. Her personality is really cool. Like, she's awesome. I love Naveem. Naveem's like really sick. I'm like, I thought it would be kind of cringe though. Like I thought no, but don't you think like a cringe character is like the one that's like the nerd that follows the streamer? And
Yeah, I do get that.
I thought Naveem was dope. I was like, dude, this character is freaking sick.
I wish they went a little more forward with the story about him being a designer. They kind of stopped it at some point.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't pay attention to the story that much. I just know they like the streamer or whatever. But I like the characters. Character's cool.
The character's design is really cool. They are definitely much more memorable. Because you skip the dialogue, but the designs are really cool. I think they did better with the designs this time. I think Tawny was a great design. I played it as the male, so I don't know who how the male rival looks.
Okay.
But I like the female rival was really cool looking. One of my favorite characters, just it doesn't look the most interesting, but he's actually fucking hilarious. Is Ivan, the fighting guy?
Oh yeah, he's funny as shit.
He's funny
awesome.
as shit. He's awesome. You haven't gotten here yet, so there's that moment where he's in the sewers.
Oh,
he's
I was there.
Oh no! So after this,
okay.
But where he's like, this is like a follow up to this, where he like punches the fucking the door.
No, that when you get the clef key.
Yeah, the clef key.
Yeah, dude, that was so funny. You're like, oh, we gotta get the clef key to get through, and it doesn't work.
And then he's like, I'm just gonna punch it. And then Emma's like, that's ruining public property.
Dude, I think it's that scene is hilarious because clef key just is like, I don't know,
I'm not an actual key, bitch.
And then he punches the door down, and clef key just like blink, blink, and then it just ends. Like that's the scene. That's just funny as shit.
There's a later part where it was so funny to me, where he's like, you have to go across a river.
Uh-huh.
And then they're like, oh, we're not gonna be able to make it across the river. I was like, fucking still river, you could swim it. And then he goes, this is like the end world shit. And he goes and says to you, and I kid you not, exact words where I could probably jump it with my fucking thick ass muscles, but you can't do it with your puny body. and I'm like, bitch, this is a river. this is as long as the fucking.
Dude, that guy is funny.
This is as long as the L.A. River. It's not like it's not like a small thing.
Dude, yeah, they made the characters' personalities unique to each person. Like no character reminded me of another character. It was actually pretty awesome.
I will say, like the character development and concepts were a lot more interesting, and I do like the fact that they kind of replaced the ideas of gym leaders with these characters and making them kind of your rank up fights.
Yeah.
And with them continuously putting them into the story and everything and how this is going on, it makes them more likable, more interesting, and it makes them have more unique of a personality.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go to like the gym leader route kind of deal, because even though people will say they didn't, I feel like in Arceus they actually did go the gym leader route by having like the I don't even remember what they're called now, like tribal leaders or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know, like I feel like it was more unique the way they did this. That was like one thing I thought they did better than in ZA, but or in Legends of Arceus that they did do in ZA. So yeah, I agree with you. I think like the concept of the gates and stuff was pretty cool, and they actually played it into the story a little bit of like, why are the Pokemon like fucking getting in all my shit and like my house and all that stuff.
I do think that's a legitimate issue. Like if you think about it, right? Like, okay, that's like opening a fucking imagine how you would feel if you owned a house in New York City or Paris and you're like, and
there's like a Gengar there and stuff.
And yeah, exactly. Like a mysterious, it's like Amazon opened up a fucking national park inside the middle of the city.
No, yeah. It was kind of interesting how they played that into the story, because like they could have not acknowledged it at all.
Yeah,
but they did,
not.
and I like that actually. That was cool.
There was like a fair amount of points where that is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? How do you make a world with like genuinely speaking? I'm not gonna say the story was amazing, but the foundational points of the story was very interesting.
Yeah,
like it's to the point where it's the same type of realistic consequence and question of Black and White, where it was like, is it ethical to have Pokemon battles,
Pokemon and stuff?
And then to further that, is it ethical or is it a good idea for us to develop a city and create zones that are just for Pokemon? Is that better? Is it worse? How does that function?
Speaking of the Pokemon and zone aspect of it, what did you think about like the sewers and stuff like that? Like how they had the layer of it. It was like the flat surface.
Oh, and the roofs.
And you have the roofs as the top layer. You have the flat surface as the middle, and the sewers as the bottom layer. Like, what do you think about that idea?
That's why so that is the reason why I said I kind of am okay with them making a city. Like, okay. Like I agree with you. They could have made it better, more intricate, more designed better. Like kind of like you're exactly right. Like what GTA. I do think that as a foundational idea is if they were going to make a Pokemon game in a city, whether that was the choice, I think it was not a bad idea to have you go on the roofs, to have you be able to have multiple layers, to go upstairs, to be able. I wish they even did more with it. Cities are not one note, like that's
totally.
And going into the sewers and seeing the various different Pokemon that would live in the sewers versus living in the air versus living in the things. I like it, and I wish they did more with it.
Agreed. The reason part of the reason why I wanted to bring it up too is I like that they didn't just like throw. Well, they kind of actually did do this, but we'll say generally they didn't do it. But generally speaking, they didn't just like throw the Pokemon you would think that would be in the shade and the dark in the caves. They didn't just throw them out there. They had Ghastlies and stuff, so there was that. But when you went underground, there were Pokemon there that you actually thought should be underground.
Yeah.
Like they had Pat Rats, which I thought was kind of cool because it's like a sewer rat.
Yeah.
They had Litwicks and stuff. Like that's the place I would think that I would find Litwick and stuff.
The Bat one.
The Noibat, Noivern and stuff are down there. So I thought that was cool that they kind of immersed the environment by adding Pokemon that would fit that environment. Because in the city, you don't really get that. It's just like there's buildings everywhere and there's Pokemon everywhere on those buildings. It doesn't matter who they are, what type they are or anything. But that was the sewer layer I thought was pretty cool because they actually made it feel like, oh, this is a dark cave. I'm going through a dark area. There's dark Pokemon down here. So that was cool.
I realized we went through this whole entire, almost like majority of this podcast without addressing the elephant in the room.
What is that?
And this is funny because you actually just made a video about this. What do you think about the Mega Evolutions and the choices they made? About which Mega Evolution?
Well, Pokemon's doing this. Okay, sorry.
No, go for it.
Pokemon does this bullshit where instead of giving you every Pokemon in one game, they're like, no, we're going to charge you $70 for a game. Then we're going to charge you $30 to get your favorite Pokemon. Then we're going to charge you another $30 later so you can get that other favorite Pokemon you want. So you got to actually spend $130 to get every Pokemon versus us just delivering on the very first go. So let me get that out of the way because I'm not in supportive of that model. And they've been doing that shit for years. They even did it with like some of the mainline games with like the Islands, the Battle Islands and stuff. So they've done that shit before. So I'm not supportive of that model. It's anti-consumerism. But in terms of the megas that were introduced, the designs, like what they're doing, my next video actually talks about what they're doing in detail. So I think you should go check that out when you get the chance. But
should probably be out by now if you're watching
it'll
this.
probably be out. I'm like basically done with it. But I like the new megas. And I like what they're gonna do with the DLC, like that's in terms of the gameplay.
Oh, okay.
So and that's kind of what we're talking about. I don't want to say it because I want people to like like that's kind of actually the topic of my next video. But,
no worries.
But yeah, I like the megas. I like the Mega Raichu is actually awesome. Like Raichu deserves a mega in my opinion. They do too much with Pikachu all the time.
So what was your because I've heard mixed reviews. People liked it and didn't like the mega choices. What do you think of in general? Do you think the megas were better, or what was your favorite mega? Obviously, the ones that were like a little bit kind of janky and weird that people obviously had problems with was like
that's a good question.
Was like for Alligator was one I was seeing so many people meme on, and obviously I think we should Starmie.
We should both take a crack at this, like your favorite and your least favorite new mega evolution. Yeah. I think that would be kind of fun.
All right, what's your favorite?
So my favorite new mega is...
I have a feeling I know what you're going to say.
I honestly don't even know what I'm going to say.
What? No, fuck. Yeah, no, I know what you're going to say.
Oh, okay. I have two. So yeah, I have...
Because there's a meme option. I know.
No, yeah. My legitimately, not just because of the memes, my favorite one is Mega Starmie. And I'm not saying that just for clout chasing or anything. Like I legit saw Mega Starmie and was like, that's super stupid looking, and that's why I like it so much, is the way he walks is so funny. And they didn't even try with that design, which is the sad part. But I'm like, it's hilarious. Like you have to love it. I also love Mega Victory Bell. Kudos to him. But
do you think megas inherently should be more epic looking or silly looking?
I think if it has to be really silly or it has to be really epic, it can't be in the middle for it to be good to me. Oh. So like Starmie and Victory Bell were really silly. Like to me, they were.
Yeah.
Mega Dragonite wasn't really silly and he wasn't really epic. So I didn't really even like that announcement.
You know what I just thought about is I don't remember because I didn't really pay attention. I don't honestly like Dragonite that much.
Yeah.
But was his wings on his eyebrows?
It was on his forehead, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, that's just lazy. That's not even like, I'm going to be lazy and make this goofy. That's just being lazy to me. So I didn't like Mega Dragonite at all. But yeah, no, I think it's either you got to be one way or the other. It's like a scale, you know? You got to be like hardcore goofy, hardcore epic. But why? What do you think about that?
I kind of agree. I think, God, there's a part of me that I like it for the memes that star me. Is it? I do think personally, one of my favorite megas is either. Okay, there's a little bias here because I do love these Pokemon. Is Phalanx. I do kind of, like, it's kind of stupid looking, but it's adorable. It's kind of funny. It's all these little guys that come together and become
like
a mech.
A man.
And you know
like a Gundam.
And you know what's the funniest part? If you ever know, you know how they're all stacked together? Yep. I thought this is the part that made it for me. The guy in the middle that's holding the fat one in the top and and standing on all the ones, he's actually straining.
Oh, is he really?
His eyes are like
fucked up.
Yeah, he's like, fuck. Why did I get choose for the? It's like the guy who got the short end of the stick.
Damn, that's actually pretty cool.
That's a fun little detail. And then I like Mega Electros.
Mega Electros is so dope, actually.
Mega Electros is fun. And another
so
thing,
dope.
it's the small details for me. Like, I'm not sure if people notice this. You know how he has the two eels and then they like blink up and blink?
Yeah.
They actually they switch the blinking between a plus sign and a minus sign.
I did notice that.
And I was like, oh, that's
pretty
clever.
pretty
That's
awesome.
clever.
Yeah, it's really smart. Smart.
Do you think with the direction Pokemon's going, should they keep introducing these extra evolutions and stuff like Megas, like Z moves, like Terretiblast, the Gigantamaxes? I'm just saying accents now.
What they need to do, and if you disagree, you're just wrong, so don't even bother. What they need to do is, if they're gonna do it, they need to just stick to Mega Evolutions and just do that. I don't want to see any crazy Z moves. I don't want to see any crazy like Terrestrial was fun, but you can't have too many types of ways to evolve the Pokemon. It can't be too complicated of like they can Terrestrialize and they can Mega and they've got Z moves. It has to be just Megas, in my opinion. They gotta pick one and they gotta stay in that lane. That's my opinion. But yeah, what about you? What was your favorite mechanic anyways? Like, did you like Terrestrialize more or did you like Megas more?
I think objectively, most people, I think almost everyone will say that Megas was the best one because it was the most unique designed.
Yeah, it looks like they put effort into it. Like Terrestrialize is like you put a crystal on their head that everyone gets the same crystal of.
I will say, I think Terrestrialized was the best one for introducing game mechanics that changed things up. Because I genuinely remember when I play Pokemon, I like to play with like debuffs, I guess. Okay. I try to never use potions in a battle at the very least. That's also a fun thing that was cool that I think they did add in ZA is that you can't spam potions. You can't spam items. You can't spam.
Oh
revives.
yeah, in the middle of fights. Yeah,
you can't spam.
You can't do that. Yeah.
And so I personally, when I play Pokemon, I make it so that I can't use items during battles. If I lose a Pokemon, I lose it like that. It's done. And if I am fighting a boss character, gym leader, whoever, I look up ahead of time. I try not to look at the Pokemon, but I make a note in the beginning of the game. I look at everyone and try to match the same amount of Pokemon to them.
You level cap yourself.
I level cap myself too. But it makes it more fun of an experience for me.
Yeah, it's more of a challenge for sure.
And I will say Terrestrialize actually made it difficult for the first 3 gym leaders.
Oh, interesting.
Because what they would do is that I thought was so brilliant was that the Pokemon they introduced as their ace was not a typing that they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then they would Terrestrialize it to make it that typing. Like I remember Ino's Mischievous, I think, was actually kind of fucking tough.
That was pretty cool actually, because she's an electric type. So instead of giving her an electric type and changing its type to ghost, they gave her a ghost and had it changed to
electric type.
Which was pretty cool.
I always thought that was the most brilliant move mechanic wise because she had no weaknesses.
Yeah.
And that was so cool. I think to me that is still one of the best mechanics. I just wish if they took that mechanic and applied it to Mega Evolutions, you'd win.
You think they should put them together?
I think
like
they should.
Mega Terrestrialized Garchomp.
No, not necessarily Mega Terrestrialized, but like apply the idea of you changing types as a part of the Mega.
Yeah, Terrestrialization was more balanced.
Was way more balanced.
Because like you go into a fight and you're like let's say it's me and you fighting and we have a team of 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know which one you're going to Terrestrialize and I don't know what type you're going to actually Terrestrialize it to.
Yeah.
So I can't just be like, oh, like I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket on Blaziken because I know he's going to grass Terrestrialize on his Slowbro or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't do that shit. But like when you go into Mega fighting, like if you see an Altaria and
You
an
know where it's
Ampharos, you've got a 50-50 chance of which one it's going to be like at that point. Or if
Yeah.
you just see one, you're like, oh, they're going to Mega Evolve X Pokemon like Victory Bell. So I'm going to make sure like I have the right setup for that. So it was way more balanced. So I agree, but Megas is like the best of both worlds. It's not totally balanced because there are Megas that come out and they're really meta and they've got to balance them or even ban them. But they're more fun because it changes more of the Pokemon. It makes it something new.
Okay, we're coming up on time. I want to ask you a couple of things before we
what's
end up, especially as a Pokemon expert. This is something that's been on my mind. Do you think every single Pokemon should get a Mega?
Every Pokemon ever? Like, or can we say like late stage, like not like Pad
Oh yeah, like the end stage Pokemon.
I think if they take time to do it, then yeah. Like I don't want to see a game where every Pokemon can Mega Evolve, but like if next game they introduced 30 new Megas, and then the next game they introduce 30 more, I'd be down to have every Pokemon have a Mega. That would be kind of cool actually, and it'd be more balanced.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure, why not? What do you think about that?
I think I also agree because that's one of the things that I feel like is one of the issues is that when you introduce a mechanic like Mega Evolutions, this is why I thought terrestrialization was okay, was that you inherently know which one is going to be a Mega because not everyone can. And so because of that, it makes a certain Pokemon more desirable.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And so I feel like if to balance it out, you should add more Megas in the game to make sure that everything is balanced. So you don't know which one it is.
Right.
And you can also apply a thing where you can switch it up on your opponent. Where like you don't know which one of the six. And if they do that though, I feel like they have to actually add another slot for held items.
That would be actually really smart. I actually 100% agree with you. Yeah. Extra held item slot would be awesome. I'd love that.
Yeah. And okay, so coming out of time, as the Pokemon expert, because I'm definitely not, rating Pokemon ZA. Final rating out of 10.
Is it overall or just compared to other Pokemons or anything I want or what?
That's up to your own interpretation. You can give multiple. This is our fucking show, Riley.
Okay. I know. Okay, so in comparison to other Pokemons, it's towards the bottom. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's bottom 5. I'll say that right now. All time. Even compared to any third-party games. I think it's bottom 5. I'll just say it. Overall rating as a game? Oh, God. I'll give it like a... God damn it. I'll give it like a 4. I'll give it a 4. Why not? I really haven't thought about it till right now, but 4 feels right for it because it's not like unenjoyable, but it basically, yeah, you're just disappointed.
Yeah, I was about to say 5 actually.
Really? Okay, good. I wasn't too far off.
No, I was gonna say 5 because I was like 10 to me. I mean, we just did the Hades podcast. 10 to me is a game that I feel like in that genre, you can't find a single flaw that's outside of that genre.
Okay. Here's something though. So if you're watching right now, genuinely speaking, I want you to go in the comments. Give me 3 Pokemon games that are worse than Pokemon Legends EA. Like honestly, give me just 3. I think that's hard personally. I think that's really difficult. Like it's
genuinely worse than ZA.
Yeah, think of 3 Pokemon games that you think is worse than Legends EA. Because I literally can maybe think of 1 or 2.
I think Sword and Shield was worse.
Okay, so there's 1. Okay, but that counts as 1. I'm not saying Sword and Shield like that. I think that counts as 1.
We're taking overtime, but like you know what? This is kind of a fun topic. Let's finish with this.
Okay, give me 3. You have 1 game that's worse.
ZA, I would say Sword Shield. I would say I think Scarlet Violet's more fun. I would say, are we talking about third-party games too?
No, just Pokemon or. Sure, give me a third party. I still think it would be hard if with third parties.
Actually, third party games are actually all really fun. I'm not gonna lie.
They're really fun.
They are really fun. I would say I honestly didn't like X and Y in general.
Okay, that's a hot take, but I'll
really.
I'll agree with you.
I thought X and Y was always rated low.
I'll agree with you on it then. Oh, just for the sake of the topic. So you have 2.
X and Y, Sword and Shield. I actually liked Alola. That was more interesting. My favorite Pokemon comes from that. I can't say no. You're actually kind of right. Maybe it is.
Like, I'm just saying, like, there's not many Pokemon games that are worse.
Oh, let's play. Let's play.
Okay, that I agree. Actually,
that was probably.
Let's Go Pikachu.
Let's Go
is
Pikachu
horrible.
Eevee is the worst Pokemon game they've ever made.
Okay, I was gonna say. That's hilarious because it is so much. It's so much worse. It's so much worse. And then Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I think that's worse to me.
That one, okay. So I think it's objectively worse, but that's also, I think as a remake, it's worse because
What?
it's only more fun because of the basis of the fact that it was built on an amazing game.
Yeah, the game itself is impeccable.
Yeah, like Diamond and Pearl and Platinum is impeccable games.
Yeah.
And then the fact that they remade it and somehow made the remake worse, it's fucking terrible. The only thing better was the fact that they made orchestra versions of all of our favorite songs just to traumatize us with Cynthia's theme again.
Dude, yeah. Again, the music, phenomenal.
Yeah.
When they need it to be.
God, keep your musicians, Pokemon, but get better graphics, man.
Totally. But you agree though, like it's even if you have to think about it, you maybe can come up with 3 games that are worse, but you'd have to think about it pretty hard.
Yeah, I think it's another thing is that like it's so sad, and I just to bring it back in the full circle, it to me, and I think maybe you can agree with this, it's genuinely so sad for them to introduce good ideas and to let it fall flat.
Yeah. I mean, they've had good ideas. They just don't ever do anything with them.
Yeah, it's so sad to me. They make brilliant ideas, and it's just...
Yeah, execution.
Yeah. Anyways, that's our thoughts on Pokemon Z. Do you have any more? I'm sorry.
Hire more people. Hire more people to work on your games, please. If you're going to have fast turnaround times, double your head count or something.
No, Game Freak, give your fucking license back to Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo wouldn't fuck it up.
No, Nintendo would not fuck it up. Nintendo's been killing it.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Zelda, amazing. Bonanza, fucking brilliant.
It's pretty good.
Odyssey, amazing.
Odyssey is, amazing too.
What else is under that? That's been coming out.
Every Mario game you can think of, like
been good.
Well, I'm just thinking in general, but Galaxy was a better game than
Galaxy is one of my favorite games of all time.
Galaxy had better graphics than Pokemon Legends.
Yeah, the Wii had better graphics than Pokemon Z. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wii Sports, maybe better graphics. I don't know.
I debatably think Pokemon Coliseum has better graphics than fucking ZA.
I think they're equal.
I genuinely believe it.
That actually is a good hot take. Maybe that'll be my next video. Who has better graphics, Pokemon Legends ZA or Pokemon Coliseum? And I'll show them next to each other.
God, it's so stupid.
That actually could be a legit video.
That is honestly a great idea.
That's a good. I'm gonna put that banger video out in a couple weeks.
You know what? If Game Freak, I saw that other game you made. Fuck you.
All right. With that, we will see you guys on the next episode.
Ciao.